Hello, friends, and welcome to this special Olympic program on SportsSaver. Tidbits on the Olympics. Most of us are well aware that Olympics started in ancient Greece at Olympia in 776 BC. It was one of the most important sporting, cultural, and social highlights of the Greek calendar for almost 12 centuries. The Olympics was a religious event held every 4 years from 776 BC to at least 393 AD. The action took place at Olympia, believed to be the residence of Zeus, the king of Greek gods. Most of the freeborn men of ancient Greece trekked to Olympia to participate in the games. At the beginning, there was only one event, the Stader foot race, and later wrestling, chariot racing, pancration were included. The ancient Olympic winners were awarded an olive branch twisted in a circle to form a crown. The ancient games ended when the Christian emperor Theodosius banned all pagan festivals. But in 1896 AD, the games were revived in Athens. Pierre de Coubertin was the founder of modern Olympic Games who wanted to help build a better world by educating young people through sport. Since the birth of modern Olympics in 1896, the Olympic Games have become a triumph of diversity. It unifies nations and celebrates humanity through sports. So what does this Olympism mean? What do these Olympic symbols, Olympic flame, Olympic mascots symbolize? Let's hear a bit more fact about Olympism and Olympic movement from our sports expert and broadcaster, Pankaj Athawale. Hello Pankaj, and a warm welcome to SportsSaver's Tidbits on the Olympics.
Thank you, Paulumi. And this is the Olympic year. It's great that we are talking about the Olympics. It's an honor because sports is something that binds us together. Sports is what gives us strength, and I think we'll play really very well on this episode.
Yeah, so as you have said that sports binds together, and Olympic movement, Olympism was revived as modern Olympics to bring a sense of unity, to bring a sense of fraternity to across the world. So what is your view about this Olympic movement?
Paulumi, it's said that sport is the civilized version of war. So now, since we are not supposed to fight with each other and kill each other, so might as well compete. I mean, that's the whole idea, because overall, if you look into history down all the way 5,000-10,000 years back, the human race has always kind of been involved in some sort of competition, some sort of games which have evolved over the years. And somewhere around in 1894, when the International Olympic Organization was formed, there was a kind of a thinking, let's come together. And it's extremely important because sports is a perfect perfect tool for peace and development. So I think that is how it has all come together to form the Olympic movement.
And about the fact that this Olympic movement has some special symbols. The Olympic flame is of utmost importance.
So the flame or the light has been sacred to multiple civilizations, including ours. Ours is the oldest civilization. For us, sun is the source of energy. That's the whole idea. In India also, हम कोई भी program जब शुरू करते हैं तब वो दीप प्रज्वलन का एक culture होता है. So I mean that is what is exactly the same in the Olympic flame, where you are actually passing on the energy from one person to another, and that flame keeps on burning during the game, so that it becomes kind of an inspiration. I mean, that's the whole idea behind it.
I'm just interfering you. This flame every year is being put at the temple of Hera only. It starts from there only. So this is a huge significance.
And Olympics, that's the reason why you have the symbols, the 5 rings signifying the 5 continents, because it happens that the Olympic will be played at a certain place. So why not kind of encourage the local culture and give it some sort of an identity?
And this local culture. So local
Yeah.
this year we are seeing that Paris has come out with because the Eiffel Tower is of special significance in this year's Olympics, because we have the a piece of metal of the Eiffel Tower on the medals, right? And the Olympic rings are being decorated on the Eiffel Tower. So this local culture, the culture of the people, comes out with the Olympics. So it's a vast significance, right?
Absolutely. And the point that you mentioned is also being used commercially. For example, INS Vikrant, the Indian warship, when it was when it retired, one of the bike companies in the Indian market picked up a chunk of the piece of that thing and made bikes out of it. So it gives you that whole thing. I possess that historic piece, and as you said, the part of the Eiffel Tower is being used. So tomorrow, if you or me win, we'll say yes, we have that part. 1 ounce or 1 gram of it, and then the mascot, the Napoleon's hat, has now been made into a mascot for these Paris Games. No, see, because of this, you and me can go back in history and say 80 mein aisa hua, 84 mein aisa hua, 88 mein aisa hua. That is the timeline that we want to set with the Olympics.
Okay, and another important thing which I think is which unifies all the athletes together is the Olympic Village.
The Olympic Village is a very wonderful melting pot, you can say. I mean, you have 5,000, 10,000 people coming, and they are top-notch athletes, healthy, competitive people coming from all across the country. So it's basically like a knowledge sharing platform for most of these athletes, and of course a very, very good time to mingle also, because just to tell all our viewers that every building in the Olympic Village needs to have a male or a female contraceptive vending machine. I mean, that's the kind. So knowledge to mingling, everything is there. So it's a beautiful place.
A bit of different kind of I think which we are asking is that because Olympics has seen many things, because Olympics have seen World War, Olympic has been stopped at that time, and there has been several protests against the Nazis and everything. So what do you think, is this the perfect, apt platform to show all the kinds of emotions which a human being has?
A very interesting question, Paulomi, and the fact remains that what happens is sometimes a lot of people miss out on what is the context of the platform, the entire Olympic duration. So pre-independence, if you like, pre-1947, it was very colonial, so all the colonies, they would like to kind of portray ki we are the masters, then that's how it used to happen. 1936, you saw how Germany tried to kind of do it. Then if you see the protests or the things that have happened have been more country-wise. So you have the Israeli athletes being attacked in 1972 at Munich. During the Cold War, USA not participating in the Moscow Games. Of late, what has happened is, there is a spurt of lone wolves who are suddenly coming and trying to express themselves. If you are protesting or if you are kind of showcasing something as a nation, I think it makes sense. I don't think the Olympics are a perfect platform to showcase individual personal likings or dislikings, because it doesn't make sense on that platform.
Okay, Pankaj, thank you all for this insight, these kinds of things. And we will be back with you in the next episode of Tidbits on the Olympics on this platform. So goodbye till then, and thank you again for this. So here it is. We end this episode here. Next week, we will be back with a new episode with new facts, new features on the Olympics, and obviously the Indians at the Olympics. Till then, goodbye and have a great week ahead.